Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. I've got an Airbnb check-in right now, so I was just managing that. All right, my charts are a little bit messy, so let me tidy this up a little bit. I know the best way to tidy it up is just remove drawings. So let me do that. All right, so basically the conversation of yesterday was some guy on YouTube was saying you have a shooting star candle that's bearish, and therefore he decided that the price was going down. And then also on YouTube he was saying to me that he's not going to watch my streams anymore. He thinks I'm wrong because I said it was bullish. And I kind of analyzed the chart. I couldn't really see what he was seeing. And in my mind, and I said it, I was very clear about it. Losing levels is bearish, right? So obviously I didn't like that the price came back in this lower range. I didn't like that price behavior. I don't like that. Yeah. I want to see this range offer support. I don't want to see the price just fall back in, right? And I determined that maybe there was a lack of interest. Yeah, because I didn't really see an increase in volume either. So it wasn't like people were selling, it was more like people weren't buying. Yeah, so I said that. And then the other thing I said was, actually, we still have bullish market structure. We haven't made a lower low yet. So this is MEXC, and the lower low would be here, would be underneath these wicks here. And on every exchange, it's slightly different, you know. So if you go to KuCoin, which is at the moment, that's where most of the volume is coming in. Yeah, the lower low is actually this wick here, slightly lower, right? And so until we make a lower low, I'm not going to get bearish. You can't get bearish if you don't see market structure change. It just makes no sense. It makes no sense to, you know, like, and then this is the thing, like, you're trying to explain to people who have no idea. And because they have no idea, they mess up and they sell their positions prematurely, and you know, and they presume that just because we've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of selling, they presume now that the price is going to go to zero. Yeah, rather than see it as an opportunity to buy. That's the problem. And so in my streams, I was saying, I see this as an opportunity. I was telling people I see this as an opportunity, because for a short period of time, I wasn't imagining that the price would fall under 4 cents. I thought, wow, this is it. This could be it. This could be the markup. That's what I was imagining, right? So I saw this as an opportunity. Now, did I buy this? Did I buy the dip? Well, I was buying the dip. I did tell people I was buying red candles. Yeah. This lowest candle, yeah, I didn't buy. I didn't buy this lowest candle, right? Because I don't like to buy catch falling knives. And I said that. I want the price to settle. And I told people, let the price settle. Just let it settle, and then you can start buying again, right? And then the other thing I said in my stream, I said this is a good place to buy. Because why? If anyone remembers, it was because I said we're on the point of control. See that? So look at this. I said the point of control is offering a reaction. Yeah. So you only have to kind of listen to what I'm saying to determine what's happening, because I'm just basically commenting on the price. I'm telling you what the price is doing, and I'm basically commentating on what the price is doing, right? And I said this is a good place to buy because we're on the point of control. I said it's always a good place to buy on the point of control. Look, when you look at the last 2 years, you know, we came back to the point of control. That's where the most volume is. So it was a good place to buy. Now, naturally, what happened is someone bought. Someone came and bought. Good, good, good on you. Well done. Yeah, that was a good buy. And there's no reason to think that the point of control is going to become, the price is going to go underneath the point of control. The price, this point of control right now is offering support. Yeah. And we still have a higher high and a higher low. We haven't made a lower low yet. And actually the lower low would be underneath the point of control. Now, I did contemplate bearish price action, and I made a trade plan for myself and I shared it with the community. Yeah, I made comparisons with ADA and I said, this is weird. So, you know, it might be worth seeing what happens by the second week of February. And if the price goes down, then you have a really great opportunity. I also identified lower levels of liquidity, and I said that a good place to buy if the price does go down is the 886. But I said we're coming into the golden pocket now, so you still have to get through higher levels to get down to the golden pocket. I said the 886 is probably going to be an amazing buy, and there's no reason to think that we're going to make a new all-time low when we still haven't lost levels in between, the point of control being one of them. At the moment we're back above the golden pocket. Yeah, so we still have to lose the golden pocket again, you know, so that's going to offer support, then the point of control, then the 786, then the 886. We still have levels, right? So I think you have to realize that until you're losing levels, you can't get bearish. Yeah. And I said the first sign of bearishness was losing this higher range that we'd formed. And I said that what we don't want to happen is we don't want a long time down here. Yeah. I said that would be bearish. I said what needs to happen now is the price needs to go back up quickly. Yeah. Because the minute you're creating volume in this area, as if this continued for a long period of time, then the chances of us going up would have gradually diminished, because now what's happening is you're consolidating on a downward move on support. That's bearish. That's bearish price action. Yeah. Well, instead, I said what needs to happen is we need to see the price reject from this lower range, from this lower area. It's a good place to reject, and it did. Yeah. Now, I'm just like commentating on the price action, and I'm just saying that I didn't, you know, I wasn't bearish. I wasn't bearish. If you watch my stream, you'll see I wasn't bearish. I said this was bearish to lose this level, but I said I wasn't going to get bearish until we make a lower low. That's when I start. And I thought if we were to make a lower low, then I think people will start selling them. Yeah, so that's when the volume will probably come, because there wasn't enough liquidity to defend this level. And that's what you're expecting. It's all about buying and selling. It's all about liquidity. It's all about supply and demand when it comes to the markets. And so what you have to contemplate is, where do people want to buy? I mean, there's a lot of interest in TRVL right now. There's a lot of interest, yeah? And so naturally people are looking for the best buy. And I think it's madness to sell right now. Madness. I literally think it's mental. We're at the beginning of a bull market. We're at the lows. When you look at the whole range, the price range, it starts at $1.56 up here. That's the high. And the low all the way down to just under 2 cents, right? And right now the price is trading at 3.9 cents. Yeah. So to get back to the all-time low, it's 47% down, right? And to get back to the all-time high, it's 3,938%. And yet people are selling. Like, what the hell? Madness. Madness. I don't get it. I don't understand. People are selling because they want 50% and they're not buying when they can have 4,000%. Doesn't make sense. But, you know, you can't explain this to people if they don't understand how the markets work. So I'm not selling. I haven't sold. I didn't sell this pump. I didn't sell the lows. I'm not selling the lows. I see that we are in the lows. Like I can't explain this to you any better than I already have. Yeah. Look at the volume range. Look at the price range. Yeah. And look at where we are. This is the higher time frame. And I'm using log chart. If I was to use the price chart, maybe you would understand. Look at where we are. Compare it to, this is the price chart. Look how low we are. We're low. It's really low. It's so low that you kind of have to crouch and like lie on the floor. We're lying on the floor at the moment. Yeah. And my target is the highs. I'm looking to take out those highs. That's, as a bull, that's what you're doing. You're aiming for the highs. I'm aiming for that wick. That's my target as a bull. Yeah. That is my target. I am targeting the all-time high. That's my vision. My vision of the price is the all-time high, right? And I'm looking at the higher time frame on the log chart. So it doesn't necessarily look low. You're looking at this, you're thinking, wait, it's not that low. We're like it's not that far up. But remember, this is the log chart. So it is actually quite a distance. And I already said from where we are now to my target, I'm looking from where we are now, I'm looking at a 40x, a 40x. So $1,000 here is going to equal $40,000 at the all-time high. And that's my target. That is my target, right? That's my first target. Doesn't mean I'm not going to take profit along the way. Yeah. I'm not going to take profit in the lows because we're in the lows, and in a low liquidity environment, yeah, if I was to take profit, it'll be a lot more difficult to get back in. Yeah, very difficult to get back in. If I'm selling a large amount of tokens in the lows, I'll have to scale back in over a longer period of time to get a better position. And before you know it, you'll wake up one day and the price is going to be 20 cents. Yeah, one time when you're asleep, you're going to wake up and the price is at 20 cents. It's not going to come back down. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't make any sense. Like what I'm saying is, at the lows, you don't sell, you buy. Right? Now, I'm not saying people shouldn't trade. People should trade. Let's trade. Yeah, if you want to trade, what you can do is trade smaller amounts. Don't go crazy, because of exactly what I said. We're in a low liquidity environment. And if you start selling large amounts of token, it's going to be a lot more difficult to reposition your sales with the same amount of tokens that you're selling and buying. Yeah. So naturally, selling into a pump like this makes a lot more sense. But these smaller fluctuations, it's a lot more difficult. So just bear that in mind. All right. And I just want people to make money. I'm not like, you know, I think this token is going to go up regardless of whether whoever is watching my streams buys or not. I know the fundamentals. I know the team. I know the vision. I know the demand. I'm in the business. I'm in the Airbnb business. I know that people from Airbnb are going to flock to this. I know that. So I'm just looking at the fundamentals and I'm going, we're onto a winner. So it doesn't really matter if anyone watches my stream buys or not, because I think this is going to go up. Yeah, you just have to be patient. But I just want people to huddle. I don't want people to necessarily trade, because unless you know what you're doing, you'll probably end up losing more than you would if you huddled. So if you were to do a price volume pool from this cat, so if you're going to trade it, and this is what I would suggest, do a volume pool now on this whole range and trade the volume range, right? So obviously, look, it went up to, this is on MEX. Okay, let's go on to a different chart. let me actually go on to CoinGecko. Let me have a look at TRVL. Let me see which has the highest volume. So a good way to see the volume on these exchanges is go to CoinGecko, have a look at markets, and then just do a filter by volume. See that? No, it's not working. Let's try that one. 24-hour volume. Okay. It's a bit weird. All right, their filter's not working. So you can see the figures. So look, 24-hour volume. Gate had the most volume. See that? $97,000. 24-hour volume. See that? And then Bybit came second. See that? So actually, have a look at Gate, because Gate is at the moment showing the most volume. Look at KuCoin. Oh, my bad. Look at this. KuCoin. No, KuCoin. Look, my mistake. KuCoin is showing 158,000. So even still, KuCoin is showing the most volume. Yeah, 36%. See that? So in that situation, I would suggest use the KuCoin chart for volume. So when you're drawing out the volume, let me just clean this up. There's two ways to do it. You can either just take it from the range, the higher range that we entered in. So that would be this candle through to when we lost the range, probably up to this one. And naturally, you would expect, now that we're back in this upper range, naturally you would expect the value area low, the point of control, to offer support. That's what I'm expecting. Yeah. So you could look to enter slightly lower down, and I think that's a good place. That's how you can trade the volume range. Or this is basically a failed auction. We basically had two failed auctions. Yeah, this whole thing was a failed auction, and this was a failed auction too, right? So potentially you could pull the whole volume range, and it doesn't change actually. It doesn't change. So this is KuCoin. You can see now that the point of control is in the lows, which is bullish. And as long as we're finding support here, so just wait for the reaction, then my expectation would be the price to start going back up again. That's what I would expect. And then now that we've back into this upper range, now that we've rejected from this lower range, so this is the lower range. Yeah, you see that? We've rejected from it. We came back in and we just rejected. So I'm kind of expecting that we're going to find acceptance back in this upper range again. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I think it'd be very weird if we lost it again so easily. Could happen. I think it'd be very weird, this, because we are going through from one range to another, and at the moment I've just taken the pull including this lower bit, so that's basically deviation from the range. That's what it's called. It's a deviation. And so I think losing the range would again be weak. Yeah, it would again be weak. It would again be weakness. So I think also what I'm looking here is we had an injection of volume. See, so when you look at these green candles here, this is increasing volume. So actually these three candles, that was a healthy move up. Yeah, and that's what I said. I said in order to get back up, we're going to need volume. Yeah, you can't just get back up into higher ranges which have put in volume without volume. Yeah, and I said that this down move wasn't with high volume, so it was just a lack of interest. I think what also happened possibly is that there were some people sitting on a bit of capital, maybe people who had sold up here, were looking to re-enter, or maybe it was the same people who had bought this initial move up and were looking to add to their position. So there's two situations here of the type of person that I think bought the price up, and it could have been anyone listening to this stream, probably you, Craig Gaming. If you're watching, probably not, because I can see that there's no viewers, but who knows, you might view it later. And so naturally, yeah, this is why you have to be aware of this. Yeah, there are whales buying the price up. So anyone who's like thinking about selling, just be aware of that. Like that, this is effectively whales. The whales are buying the price at these levels. Yeah. Do what you want with that information, but just bear that in mind when you're, you know, people who are like small fish, whales are about, and they're buying. They're not selling, they're buying. Yeah. So I don't want you to get shaken out when you're looking at the higher time frame. I'm seeing bullishness. I have been seeing bullishness for a while now. Yeah? So don't get shaken out because of small fluctuations in price when we're holding support. Yeah, and when we're in the lows. What I would suggest, and it's only a suggestion, like it's not financial advice, is have a longer term strategy for accumulation. And don't think about the price. Think about TRVL quantity, TRVL number, TRVL value. Don't think about fiat value. Think about TRVL value. And it will help you, because if you can imagine your quantity of TRVL growing, then you won't allow, it won't, the fluctuations, you'll see every dip as an opportunity. In the lows, it's even more relevant. It's even more relevant, right? So Dtravel had some updates and they announced it on the Telegram. So I'm going to quickly pull it up. So in answer to Bash's comment, he says, Amir, regarding Dtravel, I don't think it's a coincidence that once they updated X on tokenomics, price started to recover. Did they update X? Didn't see an update, did I? Look. Was that it? That was 2 days ago, huh? Oh wow, they're responding. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Thank you, Dtravel. Goods says, keep posting on Twitter, be transparent, or hire a marketing team. I gotta like that. Hire a marketing team. As soon as the price of the token goes up, we have to hire a marketing team. I agree. We need a marketing team. We need to give it to the professionals. All right. So basically on Discord, not Discord, yeah, and Discord, on Discord and on Telegram, there was some updates today, and I think the updates were good. So let me quickly have a look. Here's the Telegram. So if you're blocked for some reason, because you probably fudded back in the day, I don't know. Anyway, I've already shared Cynthia's comments, and Eric said something yesterday that was quite interesting, because Chairman Meow said something. So what did Chairman Meow say? Chairman Meow says, I must give you credit for this, man. So he's responding to Jack Cassis. What did Jack Cassis say? When I discovered Bitcoin and DAOs, I thought, Why can't someone use this to replace Airbnb? Question mark. Others have tried. This is the first project I've seen get actual bookings done doing it. Talking about doing it is one thing. Actually doing it is another. Oh, he is an admin. Yeah, Jack Cassies. I thought you were an admin. Look, it says admin. So you are part of the team. Is that right? Admin. Well, you're right anyway. So I'll heart that. And then Chairman Meow says something about that. I must give you credit for this, man. It's actually true. I've been thinking about it for a while. It's quite a sight to see actual bookings and sign-ups coming in. Just from a vision to see a product being used for real. I believe it must be extremely exciting for you guys. I have a ton of questions actually, but they are purely data related because that's my job. Anyhow, I can definitely feel the vibe is different compared to 12 months ago. Also, I must give credit to James and Cynthia saying that indeed you are doing community work while you're working with the team full-time, etc. It's not easy, but I hope the communication with us can be clear also in the future when things go on a bigger scale. To be honest, I don't know if Dtravel can really handle an explosion of bookings and popularity. Are you guys ready for scaling up? Question mark. But it feels right at the moment. Cheers. Definitely agree with that. Then he continues, this is one of the few projects that actually makes sense to me. It provides a service that people can use no matter if they like crypto or not. Today I was checking out other random projects and it's a frigging circus full of L1, L2, and most are about DeFi, which is okay, but still it's all about staking, DEX, and other stuff that feels so far away from actually tangible services which can push for mass adoption. I'm glad we're early with Dtravel. Me too. Hopefully the next one will bring joy to most holders. It will, 100%. Of course it will. Oh, I really liked it. There you go. And then Eric says, this is spot on. I can tell you firsthand that hosts have never used or interacted with crypto. Hosts that have never used or interacted with crypto are turning on crypto payments in Dtravel and learning about how to manage their wallets for no other reason than to support guests that might prefer to pay in crypto. Universally, all of the hosts value having increased control over their business and the ability to influence product outcomes. Imagine this happening at scale. 100%. Oh, I hearted it before. I guess you can only do one emoji. And a few bookings. Look at this. New booking processed. Operator sign up. Smitty wants the Wyckoff spring. I think we've already gone into the spring. Huh? Let me have a look. And then James makes a weekly post. This is exciting. Look at this, guys. Highlight one product. We're excited to announce that we've updated our Stripe integration to enable multiple payment accounts and other security enhancements. Action item. So I need to do this. All current Dtravel Direct users must reconnect their Stripe account by February the 16th, 2020. Ooh, that's a must. All right, I better do that. Our engineering team is already iterating on smart wallets and Dtravel Direct version-free booking contracts. Iterating. What does that mean? We're super excited to share more about what this means. Oh, okay. Very soon. We're adding a user account management system to Dtravel Direct, enabling multiple logins and account management permissions for operators who are working with large teams. That's amazing. Wow. Look at that. This is a big deal, guys. Look at that. Highlight 2. Business development. New integration with a very popular PMS is moving forward. Wow. So very popular. I don't know. Like I'd have to have a look at the list and see which one's missing. This should take around 4 weeks and will certainly open up accessibility for many property managers and operators wanting to join the Dtravel ecosystem. Night protocol design and engineering meeting with founding partners. I don't know what that means. Highlight 3, community and marketing. A new dtravel.com website. Updates are live, more coming. We're excited to share a refresh on the homepage and updates to operators, distribution, creator site. Our CEO, Cynthia, appeared on Polygon POS recent X Spaces deep in on Polygon. Give it a listen to. Meta ads are live. Wow. I'd like to see those ads. Can you post a few in the Telegram? Because obviously you're targeting people, not me. So I'd like to see those ads. Updates on Dtravel tokenomics, governance, and more will be coming out next week. Operator sign up. This must be from the ads. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. Is that it? 4. 4. Any more? Look at this. New booking site activated. Let's have a look. I like to do this because, like, not everyone. Because actually, you know, when I think about the sell, having a look at people's sites, in my mind, is a really big selling factor. Like, I think we should all have a look and, like, let's really immerse ourselves in the output. I don't get these reviews, by the way, guys, on my site. I don't know why. This is cool. Look at this. Would you go on a holiday there? Check this out. Luxurious, a condominium in Sistiana. Luxurious penthouse oasis with prime ocean views. 8 guests, 2 bedrooms, 6 beds, 2 bathrooms. Toddler bed. Nice. Look at where it is. Where is that? Is that Italy? Look at that. It's right there in that corner of Italy, right next to the Slovenian border. How amazing is that? That's cool, huh? Check this out. Might have to book a holiday. Do my streams from this place. Master bedroom is your private sanctuary, complete with a super king size bed, lounge area, and 65-inch TV. Amazing. Look at this. Redefining the meaning of luxury and relaxation. Our penthouse also hosts a private spa, complete with sauna, a steam room, a chromotherapy shower. Oh my god, this is luxury. Rules, recommendations, 5 stars on Airbnb. They got an Airbnb profile. Let's have a look on Airbnb. 3 reviews, huh? 5 months hosting. This is quite new, huh? Hosted by Ricardo. So let's have a look at this, actually. So you want to go on a holiday, guys? Romantic getaway? Crypto. This is it. Look at this. You can pay by crypto using pay with crypto. So look, this is that's a new icon. What does that say? Tether? Can't see it. Do I have to go in? Confirm and book now. Night tokens. What's this? This is new, guys. Look, night tokens. The tokens will automatically be sent to this address on the Polygon network. See that? Once your booking is confirmed. This is new, guys. Look, night tokens. I've never seen this before. So you have to post your Polygon address here, and you're going to earn something called night tokens. So this is Polygon. Is that Polygon? So it must be Matic. I can't go further without confirming the booking. So it's £1,206 for 4 nights. Fees. Why are there fees? What are the fees? Hold on. Okay. Cleaning fee, bed linen fee, credit card processing fee. And you see that when you pay by crypto, the credit card processing fee is refunded. So you actually, when you pay by crypto, you don't actually pay fees, the extra fees. So you're saving money. I'm probably going to have to test this out. But is it Matic or is it... I'm a bit confused. Because my MetaMask is Binance at the moment. Okay, look here. I just connected with my MetaMask. It says, in order to transact on Dtravel, you need to switch to Polygon. See that? So let me click on that. Allow this site to add to a network. Polygon. Currency symbol Matic. According to our record, the network name may not correctly match this chain ID. I don't know what these errors are. I'll take a screenshot and I'll send it to the team, because you guys can't see it, but it's the pop-up has allowed this site to switch the network. So I've just switched my wallet to Polygon. Right, there you go. Pay with crypto, Polygon main network. Okay, here, look. USDT, USDC, Matic, insufficient balance. And what happened to the night tokens? Oh, I guess with the night tokens, it will send it directly to your wallet because it's connected now. Because I guess it will just send it to this wallet with my MetaMask. All right, that's quite exciting. Why don't I have reviews on my one? All right, that's pretty cool. Let me go back to the Telegram. And so Cynthia wrote something as well. So let's just have a look at what she wrote. So Cynthia writes, good morning. This is such a lovely start to my Friday. This is super spot on. And one thing that Masari noted in the report they did on Deepin projects is that unlike other projects in Web3, growth and revenue in Deepin was much higher in the bear market, precisely because they don't rely on just crypto people, but on regular people outside of crypto. Since you're such a data person, she's talking to Chairman Meow. We're happy to report that we're on track to double our booking value from last month. And last month was already one of our highest months before. So before this. So we're growing fast. With the Sensei launch, things are going. I missed that. And last month was already one of the highest months before this. So we're growing fast. And with the Sensei launch, things are going, as the YouTubers would say, parabolic with our growth. All right. So I just want to identify a couple of things here, and two things actually. Three things. I want to identify three things here. Yeah. So I think people will read this and not really kind of engage with the content, but let me just engage with the content. First and foremostly, what she's saying is 100% true. Deep in projects, especially something such as Dtravel, will have a lot more resilience during a future bear market. Yeah. So considering that you're about to buy, or you're buying the lows in the bull market, just before the bull market, or just before we've moved or expanded in price in the bull market, I don't expect in the future for the prices to return to these levels, because in a bear market, deep in projects, physical networks are much more resilient to lower prices, because the business will expand, will keep on growing, and the reach is far beyond just crypto. It's non-crypto, you know, and that will continue through a bear market. So this is 100% true, and will, as long as the network keeps on growing, I don't really see a reason why we should pull back significantly in a bear market. We might get some sideways consolidation in a bear market, like a flat correction on a higher time frame, but you have to remember that the network will continue to grow and grow and grow and grow, and we will become bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's what she's saying. She's saying that our bookings have doubled. So there's 100% increase in the month, and it was already the highest month before, and that was the highest. It was the highest booking value. And with the launch of Sensei, and Sensei is the AI powered search engine, things are about to go parabolic with our growth. Parabolic with growth. So I don't know if you need anything more bullish when the CEO of Dtravel is saying that things are about to go parabolic. Like, I don't know if there's a more bullish word in the crypto dictionary than parabolic. Like, come on. She's basically giving you the information. So anyway, this is really good news. Well done, Cynthia. Oh god, you can't see my Telegram, can you? It's annoying. I've been talking and you can't even see it. Sorry about that. No, it's stupid. It's my OBS. It doesn't allow, literally the such a stupid application, OBS. When I switch screens, then it doesn't let me switch back to them. All right, anyway. Oh, there it is. There. So that's what she writes. So I'm not going to read it again, but just in case you didn't believe me, there it is. You can read it for yourself. So this is the main one, parabolic with our growth. So I don't think you can find the more bullish terminology in the crypto vernacular. Parabolic. Yeah, so, and then the other thing that I wrote yesterday in my Twitter was that oh, you can't see it now. Did it vanish again? Oh, maybe you did see it. The other thing that I wanted to say is that like, these guys are honestly we're looking to disrupt Airbnb, and I think we can do it. And fundamentally, what needs to happen, if people want to participate in the vision of disrupting Airbnb in the very serious way, then buy TRVL. Like, that's literally the way to do it. That's literally the part how we can all participate in this endeavor. And what we're doing in buying TRVL is we're bringing attention to Dtravel in the crypto universe, and as the market cap grows, as the price of TRVL grows, it will attract more and more capital, because that's how crypto works. The higher the prices go, the more people will become attracted to Dtravel, and then the more people will start to hear about Dtravel. And then after Sensei is launched, everyone will be looking to use Dtravel and then maybe put their listings and properties on Dtravel. So we're at the tipping point of an avalanche right now, literally, and a lot of things are coming together, and there's no more time for fear, uncertainty, and doubt. No more time for all of that rubbish. Yeah, let's just put all of that behind us. No more uncertainty and doubt, and look at the price action, and you can see that dips are being bought. Yeah, dips are being bought up by whales. The whales are getting involved. You see that? So for a period of time, we had a failed auction, and then the price was bought up by another whale, Yeah, whales are about. And so I think if you're interested in accumulating, why would you not accumulate when whales are out buying? This is the best time. The best prices are now. We're only 50%. The all-time low is only 50% below us. We haven't run yet. We haven't really had a bull market run yet, like an explosion in price. And when it happens, it's going to be very explosive. Now, looking at the higher time frame, let me go back to my other window. Can you see that? Looking at the higher time frame, I said that I'm looking for an inverse head and shoulders, possibly. Yeah, and I don't know how it's going to form. I'm not 100% sure where the neckline is, because we have a lot of potential ideas for where there could be a neckline. Could it be this? Could that be the neckline? No. Could we already be in it? I don't know. Like, it's very hard to draw these things accurately, especially since we're looking at multiple low liquidity exchanges. I think I'd like to see the last trend line broken, the final line, which at the moment is this one. And could this be some sort of, you know, could we be forming this? I don't know. Could this go lower, and then could we have one more drop? I don't know. You know, I can't predict this. No one can predict this, but it is looking like if I was to inverse it, it does look like we're going this way. The direction of travel looks this way, you know. It doesn't look like we're going that way. So we have to see how this plays out. And that guy on YouTube, he was saying this candle, this shooting star was bearish, but when you look at it like that, it's not a shooting star. And he sold all his TRVL because he saw this candle. And the guy sold all his TRVL because he saw this candle. And we're already trading above the price. So let's see what happens. Like, I can't predict the future. I don't know if we're going down. And I don't know what's going to happen. But potentially you're looking at either some kind of inverse head and shoulders. You know, maybe that's the shoulder. You know, like, who knows? Like, I don't know how this is going to play out. Or maybe this is like a one big gigantic double bottom. You know, and it does look like that a little bit as well, doesn't it? There's a few things that it looks like. Maybe the 9 cent mark is the neckline there, roughly. And maybe it's like a double bottom as well. That's possible. And then all you need is kind of this, and you will have a big expansion. after that, if that was to play out. So that's also possible. The other thing that I'm seeing, which is also a possibility, which I haven't really talked about, and I'll go back to MEX. I think I drew it. Was it on MEX? No, I was on Gate. Let me go into Gate. I called it Nostradamus. Trying to predict the future. Do I still have it? Oh, I didn't delete it, did I? That sucks. I might have deleted it. That's annoying. That's what happens when you just delete your charts. You have to redraw them. I thought I was saving it though. Yeah, it was on Max. All right, never mind. What I think, and I don't know. I mean, no one really knows, but I'm kind of thinking. It's hard to like. I'm not like saying this is what's happening, but it kind of looks like we're rounding off. You know, that's kind of like what I'm seeing, like a cup and handle type idea. It's kind of like what I'm potentially imagining for the future. Like this is one big gigantic cup, and you have this kind of rounding bottom, and obviously as you get higher, the price is going to become more steeper in angle towards the top of the cup. And then if we were potentially to get into that kind of situation, obviously no one knows how high it could go, but let's just say we go up high, and then maybe we in the bear market there's some kind of handle. That's something else that I'm kind of imagining could happen, and I think a lot of that's going to do with, and it kind of ties into what Cynthia just said, that these D pins, which have real world use case, are very resilient in bear markets. And so if we do get some kind of expansion, which obviously will become steeper and steeper towards the end of the Bitcoin bull market, we have like some kind of final euphoric expansion, and then we're sometime next year we have corrections, and then we're in the bear market, we just kind of form this higher time frame handle, which is actually a flag, which will lead us into the next bull market. And obviously a lot of that, this is all speculative, but a large portion of that will have to do with wider adoption, whether it's in crypto or whether it's in the normal markets. And also a lot of that's going to be to do with being able to attract Airbnb hosts like myself onto Dtravel. And in the future, what I'm imagining is that most of my business will come from Dtravel. Yeah, that's what I want. I want a situation where I don't need Airbnb anymore to run my business, where I'm no longer dependent on a monopoly, on a centralized entity which only cares about itself and its shareholders, doesn't care about anyone else. I want to be able to release myself from that grip. And I think Airbnb have run a fear-based business for a long time now, yeah, where people are afraid because Airbnb at any point in time has the power to destroy people's lives, literally. And they're not responsible with the power that they wield. And so therefore, I think it will be amazing in the future if people would use Dtravel and would directly book. And, you know, my vision is that we all participate in that endeavor, And the best way to do that, is to buy TRVL, to accumulate TRVL, to keep on buying. And maybe this will happen, you know. You never know. It could. It looks like it's could happen, you know, like it's starting to form this kind of behavior, this kind of shape. We'll see. We'll see. All right, I don't know if anyone's here. I'm gonna have to cut this out and put it on a travel update. Let me go back to the live stream. Okay, I've got one viewer, but no comments. That's cool. What time is it? 12. Take a screenshot of that, then I can put that as my image. What I had is I called it in my other, call it Nostradamus. Nostradamus. How cool would that be? TRVL's looking good. It's very interesting that TRVL has found strength before Bitcoin. So that's quite interesting. I like that. So someone obviously was waiting for Bitcoin to find, knew that Bitcoin was becoming stronger, and then they bought into TRVL instead of buying into Bitcoin. So that's something to bear in mind. Yeah. Sometimes these small market cap coins can be very leading for the market. And then on the daily time frame, you see yesterday's daily candle was very, this candle is a bullish engulfing candle, this yesterday's green candle. And basically what you're doing is you're clearing the price action of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 previous days in one candle. That's very bullish. It's a bullish reversal. Yeah, it's not what the bears want to see. Basically, these strong green candles, not what the bears want to see. So the more and more this big happens, the less the bears are going to be interested in selling, right? So that's something else to bear in mind. So everything is looking good for TRVL actually, and I think it's a really bad place to be bearish personally. And look at the BTC chart. And you know, it was for a little bit, it was bearish. You know, let's not be like, I did look at the BTC chart and I said, well, you know, it looks more bullish than the USDT chart. For a short period of time, we lost the point of control, assuming it hasn't moved, and we lost these lower wick. But you see on the BTC chart, we were unable to get back into the range. You see that? See, this is the range, and for a short we weren't able to get back in the BTC chart. And eventually what I'm foreseeing is a massive expansive move on the BTC chart. That is what I'm looking for. And so right now, I'm looking at Dtravel versus Bitcoin. It doesn't look that bearish. You know, there is a downtrend. But you know, if you take a side-by-side comparison between this and between USDT chart, Bitcoin on the right, USDT on the left. What do you think? it feels like the USDT chart was more bearish, has been more bearish. Because when you look at the way this price expanded above the value area, here it didn't really, it kind of just poked, whereas here it kind of really went up. It went up to the highs. Here in the USDT chart, we weren't able to get back into the highs. Yeah. So for me, this is more bearish, bullish. And actually, you know, you've taken the high once. So there's a clear level there. And eventually that's good. That's a good sign, because what you want in the future is you want another test and another test. And then you have a breakout, something like that. And I think that's very possible to go up, another test, come back, back test this value area high as support, to go back up, consolidate above the highs for a real impulsive expansion, and then the expansive move is probably going to be the same distance as that top to this bottom, and so you're probably looking at some kind of target of there's something up there. If you were to do a fib extension on that, top to bottom, I mean, potentially all the way up to the 2, the 1 to 2, potentially. That would be the same height, and definitely into this like 1.68, probably. Yeah, I don't see why not. And that would be very expansive. You're basically, from where we are now, just to the 1.618, you're looking at 236x. Sorry, my bad. A 24x on Bitcoin in terms of value. So whereas you'll have 1 Bitcoin, here 1 Bitcoin will become 25 Bitcoin. Can you imagine? Just to get to the 1.618 on an expansive move up. And actually, if we do form some kind of inverse head and shoulders idea like this on the higher time frame, then we're probably heading to the 2, probably. And so from where we are now, that's a 60x on Bitcoin. So for 1 Bitcoin worth of value here, you'll end up with 60x Bitcoin at the peak of this move, potentially 60 Bitcoin for 1 Bitcoin. I'm just talking about Bitcoin value. I'm not even talking about USD value. Yeah. So it's, I mean, it's crazy, but I mean, you're basically leveraging to the max, but within an altcoin. So it's a very, we'll see what happens, you know, we'll see what happens. No one knows.